Hey guys, welcome back. So we're at the indoor range today at Valparaiso, Indiana at Bly's, my local gun shop, and we're shooting some Cold Tracer ammunition. It's from Glow Ammo. Now this Cold Tracer ammunition is unique in that it's a non-pyrotechnic tracer ammo, which means it doesn't burn. That means it's also range safe. So let's take a closer look at this new product. Glow Ammo is available in 3 different calibers right now. It's available in 9mm, 40 Smith & Wesson, and 45 ACP. Out at the range today, we have the 9mm and we also have the 45 ACP. For the 9mm, I'm shooting a Caracal 9mm. And for the 45, I'm shooting a Glock Gen 4 Model 21. Now I'm going to fire 10 rounds out of both handguns, and hopefully you guys will be able to see the visible trace going to the target, which we have down at about a 15-yard line. First up is the Glock. Next up is the Caracal, and this is 9mm. Now when I'm shooting the weapons, both the 9mm and the 45, I can see the trace, and it's just a very faintly visible red flash. It's in line with the sights of the handgun. I can see it, but it's following those sights, so you really have to look for it. It's much easier to see if you're standing slightly off to the pistol, one side or the other. Now another unique property of this Glow ammunition is the fact that it's only visible to the shooter. If you're in a self-defense situation and you're firing this at a bad guy, it's not visible to the person you're firing at. It's only visible within 15 degrees of the axis of bore on the handgun, which is a fairly narrow window for you to actually see the light. I'm going to pull a bullet apart for you. Now, I pulled this bullet apart earlier today. There's no gunpowder in it, but this is what the bullet looks like. It looks like a standard 230 grain ball 45 ACP. On the base of the bullet is the tracer material. Now, this is a non-toxic, non-pyrotechnic material. When I say non-pyrotechnic, I mean it does not burn. It's safe to shoot in your handgun, it will not damage the bore, and it won't start a fire at an indoor range or even an outdoor range if you're shooting in dry vegetation. Now I have just a standard flashlight here, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to shine the light on the base of this bullet and give you guys an idea of how this tracer technology works. I'm just going to charge this base of the bullet here briefly. As I move it away, you can see the red glow. It's non-pyrotechnic, so it's not burning, it's just glowing, much like the illuminated material on a watch face. This Glow ammunition has a number of different applications. First of all, imagine that you're an instructor and you're teaching a student. The Glow ammunition would give immediate feedback to that instructor. They could see where that student was shooting, and they could give feedback to that student. Say, you're hitting high, you're hitting low, you're pulling the trigger, you're anticipating the shot, whatever. Another thing I think would be interesting is if this ammunition was actually used in competitive sports, especially in indoor sports. Now, this ammunition is only visible in indoor lighting or from dusk till dawn. It's not visible in direct sunlight. And by dusk to dawn, it means the sun is setting. I did take this ammunition out and fired it on a cloudy, overcast day, and we really couldn't see the trace at all. But indoors, you can tell, we can actually see the trace very well. But back to that competitive sport. Imagine if you could see the rounds going down range as the competitors are shooting. It'd bring a whole new dimension to the ammunition. Now, the ammo is brass cased. This is that bullet I pulled apart earlier. And it is reloadable. It's available in 124 grain 9mm rounds, and that's a ball round. It's available in 180 grain rounds for 40 Smith & Wesson and 230 grain ball round for the 45. It can be had for as little as $19.95 for the 9mm, and that's a 20 round box. If you go all the way up to the 50 round box for the 45 ACP, it's $39.95. All 3 calibers are available in both 20 round and 50 round boxes. Now, as I mentioned, the Glow ammunition is only visible to the person shooting it. It's not visible to the person you may be shooting at in a self-defense situation. Let's take a look. some final thoughts on Glow ammunition. The ammunition we found works as advertised. The company tells you that the ammunition is good from dusk till dawn. That means not direct sunlight. They're very forthcoming with that information, and it's true. We found that in the daylight, you can't see the ammunition trace. Out here on the range, on the indoor range, we could see the traces great with both 9mm and 45. We didn't test the 40 Smith & Wesson, but it stands to reason if you can see the 9mm, you're going to see that 40 Smith & Wesson. The ammunition costs anywhere from $20 a box for a 20-round box 9mm up to about $40 a box for the 45 and a 50-round box. It's not the cheapest ammunition in the world, but it's not the most expensive, and it's definitely cheaper than tracers that you would buy that are military surplus. Where the military surplus tracers fall down is it's banned on a number of outdoor ranges due to being a fire hazard, and you can't shoot tracers on indoor ranges anywhere in the country. This ammunition is range safe. If you guys have any questions about this ammunition, feel free to swing by our Facebook page. You can find us on Facebook at www.facebook.com/militaryarms. As always, everybody, thanks for watching, thanks for those subscriptions, and we'll talk to you guys soon.